Hello, and this is TheBrickRookie, and today I'm doing another review on set 70728, Battle for Ninjago City, ages 9 through 14, and 1,223 pieces. Now let's look at the minifigures right now. So the first minifigure that we look at is Zane, and it looks like he's holding a just ice techno blade and the Chima ray shield piece, and he looks like he's in a new robe since in the first, well, this is the one that we see in the series, but the one that you see over here is the one that we get in the Destructoid, which I don't have the battle damage one, but this is the one that we see basically throughout the rebooted season, and it seems that it's different. And yes, they are different because this is more like the titanium. I don't really know what these robes are called, but I guess I'll call them Reboot 2 robes. But yes, they have a little bit more detail than the first ones, and of course there's back printing, but this one has armor on it already. But yes, they are a little bit different, but way cooler. But I do like the Zane minifigure, and yes, I'm a Zane fan myself, so I like it a lot. And I can't wait to get the titanium dragon for the titanium version of Zane. But yes, I'm getting off track, so yes, this is the Zane that you get in the set. Now let's look at the next minifigure. This is Lloyd in his second rebooted form suit. I really like how it looks, even though most people might not like it. I'm digging like the printing and the other stuff, even though that's a lot different than this one as well, even though I like both, and also I'm a Lloyd fan if you guys don't know that as well. But yes, both of these suits look really nice. And sorry about the lighting as well, but yes. Oh, I'm focused. Alright, I got it focused on both of these ninjas. Well, both of Lloyd, basically. And I basically like how they look, and it's basically their same tone of green. And yes, they both have back printing and shoulder armor, but yes. But they look relatively the same, except this one has cooler armor, like in the printing. Usually in this one is with him with his golden power. And yes, we see it at the beginning of season 6, I think, but I don't really know. But yes, these are the two things of Lloyd, but yes, I really like this Lloyd. Now let's go on to our next minifigure. This is Nia, aka Samurai X, and this is her rebooted outfit. It's a little bit different than the one I'm going to show you, which they are relatively the same, like the helmets are, but not as much the face. Well, the face is very different. Actually, this is only a one-sided face compared to this one, which is a two-sided face. Yes, I did. So yes, they look very similar, but except this one has like kimono, or I don't know how to explain it. I don't really know about the armor in Ninjago, but yes, this armor is a little bit different, and yes, there's printing on both sides of these figures, but yes, this one is a little bit more detailed than other, but yes, both of these Nias look really neat, or look really neat actually, together. So yes, now let's go on to the next minifigure. The next minifigure we have here is a Ninjoid. You actually get two of these in this set, which one comes with a katana and one comes with a big weapon used probably to protect the Overlord. I don't really know. But yes, these are pretty neat. They are the same. They're like clones, I guess. But I really dig the design of these, but that's basically it. You get two Ninjoids that look like this. Now let's look at the other one. This one's more like an android, which comes with a scythe. Well, even though that most people might say that's pronounced wrong, but yes, it comes with like a little sigh, I guess I'll say. And yes, it does have back printing, and it basically is just like a normal android, and that's basically it for that guy. And the second to last minifigure that we have in the set is Jay, but this is in his normal techno robe, and he just has shoulder armor, and you guys basically know what the back printing looks like, but yes, and he comes with his techno robe and two katanas. I really dig this robe as well, and I like how it looks. Now let's look at our final minifigure, which is the Overlord himself. He basically has pearl gold on him, even on his torso. is printed pearl golden, has some purple and red on it, and also on the back. And basically, the head is very scary, I would say, because of basically on how it looks, but it's a neat minifigure. It's good for some motions if you want to have the Overlord in a lot of them. But yes, this is how he looks. Now let's look at the temple and the accessories we have in the temple. One more thing I forgot to show was that Zane has a jetpack in the set, and you basically know how it goes on if you've seen other reviews of this set. But yes, he gets a jetpack and this can attach to him. So yeah, now let's look at the temple itself. As you can see, the temple itself, it's basically pretty big actually, and there's a couple stuff to it, but let's look on it at the back right now. So here's what the interior of the temple looks like. Well, I guess monastery, I don't really know what it is. But yes, it has a jail cell. It has this sort of function that you see earlier. It has down here a garbage can and a treasure chest full of gold actually. And there's a couple extra details on the side and to give that stone look. And also, if you look closely here, there's a bed, even though that's hard to see. There's a bed up on the second floor. It's not really minifig scale, but it's perfect. That's what Jane Brick said, but yes, it's perfect just for play. And also, these are for this thing right here. If I just get one, well, I am not going to get one now, but you kind of get the point. If you get one of these, they slide in and you just shoot, and then they shoot out normally. And here on the back, you see this, they basically go on these normally that are kind of like bomb shooters or whatever, and they basically stand up like that, and you see like a spring shooter, usually spring loaded shooter, and there's some other stuff. There's a control panel here on the side, as you can see, right down here, and there's also some stuff for storage, like here for weapons and etc. And you guys basically get the point. So let's turn over the temple right now. So as you guys see, that this is the front of the temple. It has some smoked glass. It has some of these which you can lift up usually, and this is where a spring shooter is. And of course, there's the dragon head that you see up top. And other stuff, there's like a lot of detail. This right here can spin. Somehow it's jammed, but yes, it normally can spin. And also here, it can spin and reveal weapons. And that part that I normally said that it can, that I showed you about that feature. If you just have a minifigure just sitting here, normally, I guess I'll put my sig fig. I don't know if it'll show, but you kind of get the point. It pops them off the thing. And that's it for the temple. Now let's look at the Overlord Mech. Here's the Overlord Mech. I won't be going over it too much, but yes, it's basically a tripod mech. It has 3 feet things, and it also has an Overlord that you can place. These can flip over, and there's a missile, and that's basically it for the Overlord Mech. And there's a tree that you also get in this set, which is very good. And this temple-like thing. But yes, that's basically it. I don't have enough time to record right now, but this is basically it for my review. If I were to rate it, I'd probably rate it a 9.5 out of 10. It's a good set. You get enough minifigures. You basically get the gist of it. And sorry if this sounds rushed, because I don't have that much memory on my camera left. And that's basically it, but hopefully you guys like this review and